Hey guys, it's me Ram the Cuber and welcome to my review of the MoYu magnetic Skewb. So starting with the specs of this Skewb, it can be bought at the cubicle.us for $14. It is 56.5 millimeters in size and can be bought in black, white, stickerless and the limited edition purple which costs $2 extra. So for specs, the MoYu magnetic Skewb gets an 8.5 out of 10. So let's get into turning. The turning on the MoYu magnetic Skewb is pretty clicky, but it's not a hard click by any means. It's not a very hard click. It's just a nice soft click after each turn, as you can hear. But when you're turning quickly, you can hardly feel that click. It's just a tiny little bump. It's not the biggest click like on some other magnetic cubes like the X-Man Bell. That's not a cube though, but still it has a very small click. Like, it's not a harsh click, it's a very small click. And overall, I really like the turning of this puzzle. So for the first time ever in my reviews, the MoYu magnetic Skewb gets a 10 out of 10 in turning. Moving on to popping, it never ever happens, so let me just get that out of the way. So for popping, this Skewb gets a 10 out of 10. Let's take a quick look at the corner cutting. Corner cutting on this Skewb is pretty decent. It can do almost a full piece, if not a full piece. It can almost do it, like it's this close when it can do it. And reverse is also pretty decent, like 1/3 to half a piece, and it's pretty good, and I really like the corner cutting. So for the corner cutting, this Skewb gets a 9.5 out of 10. So let's take a quick look at lockups. Lockups will never happen on this Skewb. There are some rare catches, but it doesn't ever lock up. It's just those minor catches that come like this. But overall, they don't happen that often, and I think this Skewb flows really well. So for lockups, this Skewb gets a 9 out of 10. So let's talk about my final thoughts on this puzzle. Number one, it's definitely the best Skewb on the market in most people's minds. Like, some people like the Chi Meng, but most of them like this MoYu magnetic Skewb. Second, is the only magnetic Skewb on the market, and magnetic cubes have been revolutionizing the market recently. So it's a pretty good buy. And number three, it only costs $14, which is a great price. Now let's take a look at a solve. You'll be surprised at how slow I am, but still. Time to cringe at my inefficiencies.